No me digas no, porque extraño tus besos, extraño tus labios y tu modo de ser. Confiésalo, lo que sientes por mí, que yo también lo haré. No más no digas no, estoy atento a tu amor, no lo voy a negar. Y sé que tú también lo desesperas ya por besarme, lo desesperas ya por besarme. Acepta lo que sientes por mí, que yo también lo haré, que yo también lo haré.
Buenas noches, mi gente. ¿Cómo estamos? ¿Cómo estamos? Oof. It's Wednesday. It's Wednesday, right, George?
Yeah.
How are you tonight?
Doing good. Back for more.
Triple M here in Dallas, Texas, and we're here on Sirius Tejano tonight. Let's Talk Tejano is proud to be in partnership. George, what you got tonight? How was your day?
It was good. It was good. It was great. Wednesday, middle of the week. It seems like a short week for everyone. Good Friday coming up, so I hope everybody had a great day. Had a great midweek. Got a special guest here tonight.
We do.
We've been talking here offline, and can't wait to catch up with him here in a minute. So without
it's a part two, right? It's a part two to our. We had him last year, mid-year, when his first song came out.
Yep, sure did.
All right, you want to bring him through?
Let's bring him on, Mr. Anthony Patterson. Step up to the plate.
Buenas noches.
What's up? No, bro. Es que ando bien shy, bro. Ando bien shy, dude. I'm real timid, Dad. I don't know if I can do this.
All right. Yeah, okay. I seen you on stage, man. You ain't that timid.
You are not shy. You are not shy. Andabas bailando. And if you don't know what we're talking about, we're talking to Mr. Anthony Patterson, and we're going to recap what we saw, what we got to see in San Antonio. He was live at Fanfare on the, Mexican Plaza stage. Woo. We were walking by. We were walking by, and I was like, I know that voice.
Yeah, that's what I was telling Mary. We're walking by the stage. I was like, Mary, look who's on stage.
Yeah.
and she threw me off, man, because I'm like, I saw her. I'm like, is that Mary? Is that her? I'm like, is that her? And I'm like, and I even said, shout out to Mary in the house. And it threw me off. I forgot the words that I was singing, dude.
Yeah,
I had to get back in rhythm again, man. Over there, it's okay.
That was her, dude. And she had me on her shoulders. I was like, Anthony.
Oh no, man! Thanks for having me on the show, man. I'm dude. I love all the interviews that anybody ever wants to do with me, right? To start there, but to be part of the Sirius podcast, man, interview it's like back home for me, right? Because out of Crystal City, and that's where Anthony began, right? That's where I grew up as a little kid, and to be back in a podcast interview that's in that area is man, it's a little bit of back home for me, man. So thank you for having me.
That's good, man. That's good, because I think the first time we had you on was on Let's Talk Tejano, I believe, right?
That's right.
On Let's Talk Tejano, and then we told you there was gonna be a part two, one way or another. We're gonna get you back on here, man. Here we are, man. So great. We appreciate you joining us, and it's great, man. We share your enthusiasm on it too, man. We're definitely gonna do some catching up, and hey, we'll let you start off, dude. What you been up to?
Somebody about just keeping busy, man. With work. Ron Hoover RV and Marine of Odessa, right? So we've been busy selling a lot of RVs, man, out here in West Texas the last couple of months, and this has been good. And then on the music side, it's been great as well, right? We did the Milo medley first about a year ago. That got a little bit of radio play right here and there, and then Milwaukee, Kansas City, man, that song just gracias a Dios that Moss recorded it and they did it, and Jimmy Gonzalez redid it and gave me an opportunity to redo it kind of my way, right? Our way. And that song really took off for us, man. It charted all over Texas, and other states, man. I could not believe it that I was hitting number one on multiple radio stations all over Texas, and and then we 4 or 5 months later, man, we were looking at my album's almost done, right? It's almost done already, and I have a couple collabs coming up to be really really cool. But in any event, man, we're looking for our second or third release that we were going to release, right? Ya era tiempo. And we're looking for a cumbia, and I just couldn't find the right cumbia that I wanted to do, man. I'm more of a ranchera guy. Let's get out and dance, drink some beer kind of guy, right? Um, we came out for a cumbia, and do you know Diego Ramirez, George, from Carrizo?
No, I know.
He used to have that band Babyface along when we were
You
kids.
used to what?
He used to have that band Babyface from Carrizo a long time ago, man.
No.
In any event, I was talking to him, man. He was like, "Bro, you ought to try to do a no digas no, man. Get with Roddy and see if get their blessing." So I called Roddy, dude. I'm like, "Hey, dude, I want to do no digas no, man. You don't know who I am, you know what I mean? But I know who you are, bro, and I want to redo this song." And he was like, "Nah, man, I've heard of you, and man, it'd be an honor, bro, if y'all do it, man. I'd love for you to redo it your way." So the original No Digas No was more like of a Tejano feel, keyboard feel, right? But from Tejano breed from like 30 years ago. And so we did it more of a conjunto style, progressive conjunto, and it came out really good, man. And that song's taking off for us too, man. I mean, it's already charting on multiple stations, so I couldn't be more blessed on the music side, man. Things are taking off, slowly but surely, but they're taking off.
What was the thought behind, like, when you say your way, for someone who may not have heard your music yet, or what's the best way to describe your way? Because I think you do have a different way of, like, when you did, all the songs that you've done, your medley, the Amelia medley, um, and then this No Digas No, like, you do have a different twist to when you put your music together, and I really can't wait for your album. But, like, what would be the best way to, like, summarize your style of music?
If there was a word called tejunto,
Te
it,
junto.
Hey,
it beat it beat tejunto music, bro. In my opinion, right? Obviously, I'm biased to my music, right? But it's really conjunto music because I only have the bajo bass accordion and drums. That's all I got. But I feel like when you hear it, it sounds a lot more full than conjunto, right? Traditional conjunto. So I think it's like a more progressive conjunto type of feel that we're going for. And that's I kind of want to. It's hard to have your own style, right, with this industry because it's a lot of music is infused in a lot of different ways, right? But we're doing the best we can to try to keep it our little style, right? But I think it'd be more of a progressive newer conjunto type feel. I feel is kind of what it would be, right?
I like it, and I do agree with you. And you kind of have like a little bit of a Western twist in there. I think you have that little bit of Western twist in there that really changes it up a little bit. And but I like the progression. I like the evolution that you're adding to it because I think Tejano conjunto music needs that right now, and I think that's why, in my opinion, Anthony, that you're charting because you have that different twist and that little bit of a southern sound to it.
Yeah, a lot of people tell me that. What like the way you say Kansas, like
Yeah.
like little Texas twang, right? Little
Yeah.
Kansas City, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Mhm.
you give me goosebumps when you say it, man.
Oh Lord.
No. And
Hold
I
George
really
back.
don't,
Hold
I
George
really
back.
don't know. I really can't pinpoint, why it's kind of charting the way it is, man. But it is, and I'm happy it is, And if people like it, they like it. And if you're not an AP fan, it's okay. Maybe I'll get you on the next one, right? But we're just gonna have fun and try to make the best music we can, man, so people can enjoy it.
I love that everyone is adapted to the AP. When you say AP, I'll be playing your music on TikTok and they'll be like, "Puro AP," and I'm like, "It caught on, man. There's no more Anthony Patterson. It's
Yeah,
AP."
it's AP, man. You sound like a
It's
damn Secret
crazy.
Service agent, dude. You know, it's pretty cool that you got that term now. What'd you say? The
Te junto.
te junto.
The junto, man.
We had a guest on last night, Max Baca,
Oh,
and
beast.
he kind of laid out his, how should I say, his version maybe, or his definition of Tejano these days. So the way he described it was Tejano is the umbrella, and everything that comes under that is tied in with it one way. Because people say, well, it's conjunto, it's not Tejano, it's this and not Tejano. The way he explained it last night, from his definition, is Tejano is just the umbrella. That's the name. You could be a country artist. You could be a rock artist from Texas, native Texan at that,
Yeah.
and be considered a Tejano, right? Because that's basically our namesake
And
for our heritage.
But and I've we have these debates, there's debates a lot, man, with other people in the industry. I mean, someone can call me, like Bumper can call me on the phone. David Fuddy's called me on the phone. Before that was 2 hours, right, talking about music, right? But you know, everyone wants to put a label on Tejano for some reason. I'm just not. I'm speaking freely, right? But a lot of people want to put labels, right? What's Tejano? What's conjunto? What's it? Man. But when you look at country, they say that's 90s country, that's 2000 country, right? That's new country. They don't say it's not country because it's not 90s, right? They just kind of gave it a little decade term, right? And I think that's probably the same thing for Tejano, man. I would think you have 90s Tejano, you have newer Tejano, right? But Tejano, music travels in waves, and I think Conjunto started it off, right? And then from there they added brass and then keyboards, and they came out with the sound that it is now. And I think now the wave is going more to a Conjunto type deal, because, in my opinion, man, a big foundation of why the kids love uh, the bajo sexto and the accordion and the bajo quinto right now is because they teach it in UIO in school in the Valley. They have conjunto UIO classes. They have conjunto UIO meets, right? And so all these young kids from the Valley are learning conjunto music. And that's why you see a big phase with that right now. And that's why when people say, well, people from the Valley are hitting, and they're the ones that are popping right off from the Valley, but these kids are learning it in school, man. And
That's
they're
what we're
loving it.
talking about.
They're loving it in school, man. So that's why I think the new fresh face coming out is going to be more of a conjunto sound, you know?
Ain't nothing wrong with that, dude.
But
It's
you're
got to start somewhere, dude. And what it's doing is bringing more visibility to the genre, right? Uh,
Yeah.
it's bringing in. I guess it's safe to say that we got to sometimes be careful what we wish for, because we want to bring in that newer breed, that newer blood, like you and Trego, Grupo Trego here in the house. By the way, welcome in, guys. We want to bring in that new fresh sound, and sometimes when that comes in, hey, we have to be open to the spin, new sound, and everything that comes with it. Do the labels come into play? Unfortunately, absolutely, somehow.
Sometimes.
And that's going to be an ongoing debate that's never going to go away. But at the same time, it's pretty interesting to talk about.
Yeah.
You know.
I don't I don't have a label, right? We kind of just make the music we want to make, right? And when we were doing No Digas No, um, we were in the studio. The topic was, how do we keep up with Kansas City, right? It's been charting, dude. How do we keep up with that? And we were brainstorming. Finally, I said, you know what, bro? We don't. It doesn't have to chart with Kansas City. It doesn't have to. It's our music. Let's make what we want to make, and let's put the sound we want to sound. And if it sounds good, it's gonna hit. And if it doesn't, it doesn't. It's okay, right? Let's just make the music we want to make, right? And and that's kind of what we're doing, man. I don't ever want to get to the point where I'm worried about what charts, and I'm worried about winning any kind of award. None of that stuff, man. All I want to do is make music, and when we show up to jam, people want to get up and dance, right? Um, when we're making music originally, I want to keep it more of a conjunto flavor, right? And what I've noticed is playing live is that you gotta if you're a new artist and you're new, you gotta bring in some kind of keyboard, right? Because people want to hear the throwbacks, they want to hear the mas, they want to hear the la fiebre, they want to hear los aguilares, they want to hear coordinate, they want to hear all of it, right? So I think it's important to keep the Tejano feel alive when you do live shows, because people want to hear the throwbacks, right?
Absolutely. And honestly, that's what we were having our conversation last night. Is it just comes from your heart. Just play from your heart, play the music, and that's where it is, because awards come and go, charts come and go, but what did you leave out there? What did you put out there? Really quick, some shout outs, Anthony, because the comments are going crazy out there. Grupo Entrego said that y'all need a collaboration. Hilda says hello. Salutes to Hilda. Salutes to Kelly D, La Comadre Kelly D. She
Okay.
had a beautiful comment. She said, No Digas No was an anthem here in our area of Crystal City, Cheto and Carizo Springs, and you brought it back alive. So thank
Thank
you.
you. It's awesome.
Saludos to Rick Valderrama. Saludos. Who else we got in here? Leslie, Eric Martinez. That's the one that said we need a collab. We need a collab on a song. Danny Rodriguez. Saludos, Eric. Saludos, Albert Garcia. We have a lot, and I
The late
didn't mention
train.
it. Yeah, they're all here. They're here waiting to see what you're gonna say next. So make
It's cool, man. Talking about music, right? Because I never planned on doing music, right? I never planned on doing this, and I told Roddy Soto, the one that wrote "No Do You Guys Know," right, from Tejano Breed. I said, look, I said, bro, you don't understand that 30 years ago you were on stage, and this kid was watching you, that you have no idea who he was, and he wanted to bring your music back to life 30 years later, right? You just never know who's watching you or who you inspire, and so music does that, right?
yeah, full circle, right? Because it inspired you to be on stage, and
For
look where
sure,
you're at,
for sure.
and look what you're moving towards. So, Emilio Medley. Let's go back a little bit. Let's talk about the Emilio Medley. Of course, the inspiration was Emilio, but what was the thought process when you brought that out? Were you like, I want to pay tribute? I want to show what I got. Like, give us a little.
No, not really, man. So like for the last 3 or 4 years, right? Anytime. So one of my best friends is Leo Correa from Grupo La Calma, right? Everyone knows that we're good friends, and every time that he would go on stage, he'd bring me up to do Como Le Haré, right? And that was kind of the deal, right? It was, hey, my buddy Anthony's here in the crowd, coming up, let's do Como Le Haré, right? And so it lasted 2 3 years. I do Como Le Haré, maybe another little song with them on stage, and then they were like, let's record you, bro. Let's record the Milo. Let's be Como Le Haré, right? If anything, just for you to have, right? We don't got to release it. We don't got to do anything. So that's kind of how it came out, right? They just told me, let's record a song, dude. We'll just do it for fun. And so that's what we did. We went to did the Milo medley. And originally, me and Leo were supposed to collab on it together, right? And then we went to the studio, and Leo was like, "Nah, bro. You know what, man? This is yours. You need to do it, man." And so that's how that came about. And obviously, to me, Emilio's the king of Tejano, right? I know we'll probably get a bunch of different comments about this, but to me, Emilio's the king of Tejano. He's been my biggest star in Tejano I've ever looked up to, right? And he was good friends with the family as well too, right? And so it kind of just made sense to do.
Well, you definitely did justice, man. Great. It was.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
It is a great medley. I mean, that's going to live on along with his legacy as well, because you paid good homage to him. You hit it out the park with him, and it's funny how we keep coming back to that conversation of, what is and what's not, and I think as you guys as artists are going to continue getting that, because we are in a point in this genre where it's not the artists that are trying to find identity; it's the listeners who are trying to find identity with the
It's a good
artist.
point. It's a good
So
point.
it's going to be an ongoing debate, but it's good because people are talking about it, right?
Yeah.
You know,
And there's a lot of like new artists coming out, man. I mean, for a while, when you would hear listening to new artists, kind of all sounded the same, right? And I think this new wave of artists that we hear, they all kind of have their own little sound, right?
Yep.
And so I think that's why a lot of new artists are getting recognized. I'm not talking about me in general, right? But I'm talking about like Entrego, Asalto, Jordan's a beast, right?
Yeah, making
Uh,
making noise.
yeah,
I mean, look at La Suerte, man. They did a remake of one of my songs, one of Joe Lopez songs, and
yeah,
they did great
man.
with that one as well.
That dude, Jay Sterling, dude, I love his music. And these are all people that I think 10 years ago, if they would have came out, they probably would have got any recognition. But right now that everyone has their own sound coming out, I think that's why at least people are being able to hear new artists, right?
Right. Well,
And
and
because of
they're doing
y'all.
it. Yeah, I was gonna say through social media, dude. I
and,
mean,
and
I was,
because of y'all.
yeah.
There's so many people that show support to new artists now that weren't there 10 years ago, on like people that do what you do, right? Radio stations are embracing new artists, right? And so I think the house is gonna live on for a long time still.
Absolutely. And I agree. And it's hard. I want to be honest with you. Like you said it yourself a little bit ago. Our fans want to hear the OG music, which is fine. We love it. But we also need to embrace the new music and the new sound, like incorporate it. And I think what you all are doing as artists by doing the songs that you're doing it and the method that you're doing it, you're adding that and you're saying, okay, we could still like this song, but let's listen to this and then let me throw in my music. Let me throw in my new album or my new song. So I think it will take some time, but social media has definitely helped us. I mean, look
For
how
sure.
many DJs have gone live on TikTok just playing music all the time, you know? So it's really cool. And I love that because that's how we found you. I mean, like that's how I found your music was going live on TikTok and I was, hey, let me go listen to the song. Let me play it live for you.
Yeah.
You know, so that's
And
how we
that was awesome. I think you're probably the first one that did that, right?
yeah.
And like I always remember that, right? Like I'm like Mary played my first song on TikTok, right? I remember hearing it, right? And it's a I'm still like I'm still a Tejano fan, right? I'm a fan of everybody's music. And I don't even think of myself as an artist or anything like that, right? I'm just someone that wants to make some music, but I'm a Tejano fan, dude. So for me to hear myself on the radio when I go to San Antonio or West Texas, or I went to Victoria, I heard me on the radio, right? In Corpus, I'm like, what? You know what I mean? So it's exciting.
And it's starting to trickle down here to Houston, dude. I mean,
Yeah.
artists that we've had on the show, I've done heard them on the radio already here at 106.1 FM Tejano.
Yeah, man. They would shout to me last weekend for my music, man. I'm 106.1
Yeah.
Tejano, man. So that's what I'm saying, man. It's I can only imagine, right? Uh, you know, someone keeping me out of this. Any new artist that's trying their ass off and working their ass off and not getting any recognition and not having any doors open for them and everything's shut on them all the time. I mean, that's got to be discouraging, right? So what y'all are doing for new artists, man, is definitely helping the industry and helping everybody that just wants to kind of be heard, right?
Absolutely, dude. And it's our pleasure, man. Hey, Gil Jimenez, my buddy. Unfortunately, it's not a tall boy, man. It's actually just a glass. Believe it or not, I'm drinking lemon lime infused water. So believe it or not, it is water.
Legacy continues.
I'm saving it for tomorrow. But no, man, and it's great. It's great because we get to meet y'all here in this type of environment, social media, whatever you want to call it, and then we see you. We finally got to see you live on stage. At least I don't know Mary's seen you before, but it was my first time seeing you in San Antonio, dude. And I was like, I already knew your backstory. We've talked to you. We played your music. We love your music. Then to see it on stage, it just brings everything together, man. And this is, the whole part of the show is getting people to know y'all's backstory. Obviously, they're gonna hear the heck of y'all's music, man, because we're gonna play it, right? But people getting to know the new artists, and so they could kind of have a better definition of where you guys are coming from and where you guys are taking this genre.
For sure. Used to, man. I remember as a kid, the only way you heard of a new artist and the story was on the radio station, right? And if you knew that there was an artist coming in for the interview, you put your whole day aside for those that hour and a half to listen to them on the radio, right?
Yep.
And so having these outlets, it's very, very helpful, man. And I can tell you this, bro. This is no lie, dude. My wife freaked out, right? Because I got off stage and ladies and a couple ladies and the people from out of town were like, "We drove from 5 hours to come see you." And the mom like, "What?"
You're like, me?
Yeah,
what was your wife's like, all right, come on.
No,
all right, let's do
We're
this.
done.
bro, like she was more shocked than I was. She was like, "What?"
Y'all came to see him?
Yeah,
with him.
Yeah, dude. One lady told her, she was, "Can I get a picture with you?" I'm like, "Yeah." She's like, "I drove from Midland all the way to come see you. Right? I hear on the radio. I wanted to meet you." My wife goes, "Just go to Ron Hoover. That's where he works."
Well, she's got a point,
Oh, like, really, man?
Radio,
really?
You know where to
We're
find
like,
them.
no.
You can't let me enjoy a little bit of fame, a little bit,
By the way, he sells RVs. Go buy one.
Yeah, go buy one. Yeah, release from your support.
That
That's
is
awesome.
funny. She's like, Nah, we're not gonna let you give you this
Yeah,
much."
man.
So let's
Yeah.
talk about, you going to fanfare, because fanfare, obviously, I mean, we had an amazing time at fanfare. I wish you would have went to the gala so you could have seen all the radio stations and all the podcasts, because it was one heck of a room. But talk about your experience on stage. We talked about it backstage a little bit here, but you had a little bit of a mishap, but we
I
couldn't tell.
did. You know, man. Mary, I wanted to make the gala, right? That
Yeah.
was my plan, right? But and obviously I live in Odessa, right? So I'm 5 hours from San Antonio. And I'm a busy guy at work too, right? So um, from the 15th to the 30th, I'm busy at work, right? And so, well, the whole month, but the last half of the month's always the most important. Anyway, so I took off Thursday to hit the road to do rehearsal with the guys, man. And as soon as I hit halfway, I'm like, what's up with my throat? Like,
Uh-oh.
I'm like, what's going on with my throat? And I talked to my wife, and I'm like, I'm on my way. She's like, I can barely hear your voice. I go, I know, I just lost it.
Oh,
Like I can't talk, I can't hear you. But there was the Tuesday and Wednesday before that Thursday, here in West Texas, there was dust storms all day long, right? So I'm gonna blame that, right? But I get in San Antonio, I do rehearsal, and the guys are like, dude, don't sing during rehearsal. And half the guys are like, what do you mean? He's gotta sing. We have to follow him with rehearsal, right? So I did like 2 hours of rehearsal and I left and I had no voice, man. So I'm like, I gotta go back and chingos of honey and cough drops trying to get it right, dude. And so finally, man, the showtime came and I got there and I'm like, guys, I have no voice, man. I'm like, you know what, man? It's fanfare. It's once a year. It's my first fanfare. I'm not gonna cancel. I'm not doing that. We're gonna go up on stage, do the best we can, and try to rock it, man. And I mean, the show went pretty well, man. Everybody still had a good time. So
I,
even without a voice, it did
it
okay.
went well because I heard you announce that on stage. You say, even though I'm under the weather, I'm out here, and I was like, man, he's not under the weather. Anda crudo, vato,
Oh, really? Dude, I had people. Lucky Joe called me and me regañó. He's like, bro, were you drinking cold beer, man? I told you to take care of your voice, bro. And I'm like, dude, I didn't drink anything, man. Like, it just went out. And he's like, well, if you're gonna be a singer, take care of your voice, bro. I've been telling you. me,
All right.
me
No,
estaba
no,
regañando over the phone, man.
note to self, hot beer.
Yeah. Whiskey.
Whiskey. There you go. Whiskey, man. That'll do it.
Nah, man. So we went up, man. And I was extremely nervous, right? First off, because it was my first fanfare, and then second off, I had no voice, right? Um, but we powered through it, man. And I was talking to my guys, and I'm like, it's kind of a blessing in disguise that this kind of happened, right? Because now I got more confidence when I do have my voice. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
I powered through it with no voice,
What you could do
right?
without, now
Yeah,
with it. Yep.
yeah. Not that I'm the vocalist of the year, but at least I got more confidence, right? To go up next time.
It's
I
either
don't
that or
know,
sign, or either that
man.
or sign language, man.
Buddy,
Yeah,
buddy.
dude. Either one.
Everyone nomás uno smoke signals, algo, something,
Hey,
man.
hell yeah, dude.
He
No,
holds
you
up the sign.
sounded
This is
great,
the
man.
lyric. This
You
is the
sounded
lyric.
great. Yeah. No, but have y'all seen those sign people like at a rock concert? Y'all seen those videos?
Yeah.
Dude, I
I'm
would
gonna hire
trip.
one.
I would trip out, dude. I wouldn't even pay attention to the show anymore. I'd just be like,
Yeah, I'm gonna hire one. No, man, and it was we picked some good new songs, old songs. I did three of the three of my three songs that I have released. And we did some throwback Mas from Jimmy Gonzalez, Los Aguilares, a little bit of Gary Hobbs, La Fiebre, and then we closed out with Emilio Medley, man. But we had a blast, man. It was a great time.
Yeah, it was a really good show, and you got some new fans. I mean, there was people like watching you. I was kind of watching
yeah.
the crowd. I'm always like observing how people take our bands and how they enjoy the music. And you everybody's eyes on y'all. I mean, you guys stole the show. Like it was a really good set. I wish it would have been a little longer, but you guys had a really good set, and it
You
was just
know,
awesome to see you.
when so I like part of the third or fourth song before we ended it, right? With Maro Tuna Polka to give me like a little rest, 2 minute rest. And when I got down, they were like, "Hey, bro, the band after you canceled, can you do another set?" I don't
Damn,
have a
man.
voice, bro. I wish I could, man.
Not gonna happen tonight. Like
Not tonight, man. Not tonight. But Oh man, I mean, I was flattered that they asked me to do another set, right? And and it was really cool, man, to be able to be on stage at Fanfare, being a little kid, and being there as a kid, right? And then and to be totally truthful, a year ago, I was in the crowd, right? So a year later, I'm playing at 9 o'clock at night, Fanfare Friday night.
With
You
the
know what I
big
mean?
tower behind you and
Yeah, man.
the
So,
crowd and
That's
man,
cool.
I was on cloud nine, man. I was on cloud nine having a blast and, seeing my friends and family and then getting off stage. People telling me, man, we drove from Crystal City to come see you. We drove from Midland. We drove from Corpus. And I'm like, what? I'm like, wow, I'm flattered. I almost wanted to catch up with some money for gas, man.
you need anything, you want some shirts, you
And
want
bro, and that was a Friday night, man. And
Hmm.
that was a Friday night, man. Just imagine you get that Saturday slot, dude.
Yeah.
Shoot, man. And it was packed on Friday. To me, it was packed on Friday. I
some
didn't go out there Saturday, but I left Saturday afternoon. But to me, there was a lot of people out there on Friday night, man.
Yeah, Friday night was busy, man. When I first started, the crowd kind of wasn't there, right? And then like mid set, I just saw it, and the people were just everywhere out there, right?
Mhm.
Saturday night was even crazier. We went back on Saturday night to go see Stampede and Fama, and man, it was like triple. I mean, it was crazy packed, man, for that Saturday night.
Stampede put on one heck of a show.
Oh
Alex
my
got out
god,
there, and he just, I mean, his voice hasn't changed since then.
dude, they're badass, man. I mean,
Yeah.
they they were bad. I mean, to me, well, I got there towards the end, right? But they put on a badass show, and they were just jamming, dude, like just jamming. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah.
Um,
They did great. That's Dallas right there. Dallas. Dallas in the house. We are gonna hear. There was a question in the comments. They wanted, "Are we gonna hear some music tonight?" We are definitely gonna hear some music. If you guys have questions or comments, just put it in the chat. We're reading them. I'm trying to flash them on here for us. Um, Let me see. Saludos, Anthony, from the Cruz family in Dilley, Texas.
hey,
Saludos.
those gooses,
Yeah. Hey, maybe we're related. I don't know.
maybe.
My bucket list from Eric Ramos says, see George Strait in concert and see Anthony Patterson in concert. Like,
Ah,
imagine.
You know, Miles? You know,
damn.
Miles?
Well,
Eric.
thank you.
Man, wouldn't that be
Saludos.
something opening up for the king of country,
Can
man?
you imagine the throwing them in Wild Kansas City before George Strait comes out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You never know. You
Me,
never
me da
know.
una pinche ataque, dude.
Saludos, Antonia Vega, Lisa Escobar in Fort Collins, Colorado. Saludos, everybody. Thank you for hanging out with us, Mr. Anthony Patterson. And we're just kind of catching up from this is a part two from Let's Talk Tejano. We're now on Serious Tejano. Thank you, Joe, for letting us hang out, representing Crystal City and all that area. And you have ties in that Crystal City area.
I
I'm
do,
very
man.
proud
I do.
of Joe and everything that he's doing for Crystal City.
Yeah, no, for sure. Yeah, no, but I got ties to Carrizo Springs, man, and you know, once again, man, like I know Kelly talked about "Know That You Guys Know," right? And it was very, very special to me to do that song, right? Because I see my dad on stage, right, with the local bands in Carrizo at the Jamaicas, and then, man, I'm telling you, like I was starstruck when I used to watch the Hano Breed when I was a kid, right? And so to be able to come out with music and play some homenaje, right, to the bands that inspired me, man, and kind of keeping that local region, man, was very, very big for me to do. Well, for me personally, was very, very cool for me for that I want to do, or that I'm able to do, right? So it's really, really cool.
I mean, what an honor. I mean, just knowing the history of No Digas No and then you being able to do it, but just knowing now full circle, you were a kid watching all of this happen and now you're
Yeah,
doing it, Anthony. I can't even imagine that feeling for you.
it's really cool.
Yeah. All right, let's see we got. Anthony Vega says West Texas Tejano explosion is in the house. So
Ow!
salud.
Saludos, man. Saludos to para todos in West Texas, man.
That's why
Yeah.
you're
Um,
losing your voice, man. All the freaking yelling you're doing.
yeah, man.
That's what you're
As a
doing
matter
now,
of
Nick,
fact,
right?
on
Yeah, you must have been doing that the whole way to San Antonio, man.
yeah, man. As a matter of fact, man, on that chart, we hit number one today, mi boy, Kansas City.
Yep.
With the down explosion. So un saludos, but West Texas explosion, down explosion in the house.
Big saludos, and they're West Texas has so much great talent out there, and you kind of have best of both worlds, right? Because you're in West Texas, and then you're in the San Antonio area, so you're kind of both, right? Like,
Yeah, no, for sure. Yeah, yeah. Nobody. Yeah, my ties are back San Antonio, Divine, Carrizo, Crystal City, Daly Pierce. All that's all kind of where I grew up as a kid. I've been out here in West Texas for 4 years, and I never, like I said, I never thought I'd be doing music, and but being part of West Texas and seeing all the bands that come out of here, man, especially right now, man, is something really, really cool. I'm gonna try to plan to do a West Texas Explosion bash out with all the West Texas bands and do like a big festival out here. That's my plan to try to put together eventually in the next few months.
Cool.
that's awesome because they need to. There's so much talent out there. Oh my gosh, West Texas is just, and there's different styles. I'm gonna go with the Junto. I think the Junto sums up a lot of the bands that are out there.
Yeah.
Big shout out to the West Texas area and all the bands that are out there. Big salutes to Danny Rodriguez. He said, "Saludos, my brother."
El Danny, ¿cómo andamos, Danny?
All right, let's see what we got here. Should we listen to some music? Should we listen to
Yeah.
which one do you want to do first?
Me?
Yeah.
Uh, let's do the medley first.
Okay, me voy. He has two songs. Which one do you want me to do? Hold on. I came in late. Sorry.
That's let's do my new one. No, no, digas no.
Okay, let's do it. I'll let you introduce it. Where can we find it? And official title and release so they can find it on the music media platforms.
Yeah, it's gonna be all over Apple Music, Spotify, uh, Amazon Prime Music, YouTube. No digas no. It's my new release, and you're hearing it right here on Sirius Tejano.
No me digas no, porque extraño tus besos, extraño tus labios y tu modo de ser. Confiésalo, lo que sientes por mí, que yo también lo haré. No más no digas no, estoy atento a tu amor, no lo voy a negar. Y sé que tú también lo desesperas ya por besarme, lo desesperas ya por besarme. Acepta lo que sientes por mí, que yo también lo haré, que yo también lo haré. No más no digas no. Ay, no me digas no, chiquita. Puro AP, baby. No me digas no, porque extraño tus besos, extraño tus labios y tu modo de ser. Confiésalo, lo que sientes por mí, que yo también lo haré. No más no digas no, estoy atento a tu amor, no lo voy a negar. Y sé que tú también lo desesperas ya por besarme, lo desesperas ya por besarme. Acepta lo que sientes por mí, que yo también lo haré, que yo también lo haré. No más no digas no. Acepta lo que sientes por mí, que yo también lo haré, que yo también lo haré. No más no digas no.
with Sue. It's getting
That
hot in
boy.
there, man. Look at that. I like the
That boy good.
video.
That boy good.
That boy good. And who is the lovely model in that
Oh man, my
video?
model was hot, man. She was hot, man. I found her off Marketplace.
Marketplace. Yeah.
Love you, love you.
That's my beautiful wife, Stephanie Patterson, man.
I'm
Pretty
about
sure
to
we see
say,
a
man, I was
chocolate
already doing
frying
the 5 second
thing.
countdown for that frying pan to come across the room, dude.
George goes for two.
Boing.
Oh man, when we it's a couple times, but like I'm not a even my bosses are watching to the same thing. Like I'm not a planner, dude. Like I don't really plan things, right? I'm horrible at planning things. And so when it came on to do the video, I didn't start doing the video till like the very last minute, right? And so I told Mike Lopez, the one that produced my video, produces a lot of artist videos. He's like, "Well, what do you want to do, man?" I go, "I don't know, bro. Just pick it. Just figure it out. Tell me what to wear. I'm just gonna show up. We're just gonna do a video, right?" And so last minute, I'm like, "You know what, man? Can I add my wife to it?" And he's like, "I don't know. Hold on. Let me ask my wife."
Oh,
so
Jesus Christ.
so he was like, "Man, my wife said, yeah, it's an awesome idea. Come on." And so and so so dude, so his wife shows up, right? We're doing the photo shoot. Then we're doing the video. We start doing the video, and they're it's like, babe, we're talking to each other, right? Babe, have we ever done a husband and a wife together? And she's like, no. So like in their 20 years, 25 years doing this, they'd never have an artist bring their wife into the video. So I was the first one,
Okay.
and so it was really cool, man, to do. And then it came out great, and so we were excited about it, man.
Well,
It is an awesome
awesome
video.
video. It is a great video, man. Great video. Very classy looking. I mean, I don't know. I'm trying to put a description on it, but it's a very clean video, man. Real cool. Real cool.
Yeah.
Capture
I'm always
of the song. It really does capture the essence of the song. They did a phenomenal job.
yeah. No, they did a great job. I'm always told all the time. They always tell me, bro, you look a lot more classy than you really are.
He's like,
And then you show up to our interview wearing Crocs and a freaking
Yeah.
Thanks, Anthony.
That's funny.
They're great, man. Out of curiosity, I mean, I can't remember if we discussed this the last time we talked to you, but obviously, something country is within your reach, right? I mean, were you planning on doing something like that? I can't remember. What you
Man,
said, yes.
I'm scared, bro. I'm scared to do country, man. I just am, man. I might we might do something on the next album, but do it kind of like maybe like a Tejano Conjunto type feel with some English lyrics with a country song, right?
Mhm.
But I don't like my accent when I sing country. I don't like it myself, right? But I think if I throw it into a little Tejunto Conjunto type mix as a country song, maybe we'll fix something or maybe along those lines in the future. But man, my wife tells me all the time, do a country song. I'm just like, I'm scared, babe. I'm scared.
Well, I
Well,
mean,
maybe you can sing it and test it on us. Test it on us. And we'll tell
No.
you. We'll tell you how it sounds. We'll be on.
Uh-uh. I'm dead scared. I'm dead scared for country, man. Dead scared.
well, I mean, it's the same thing with country. Like we talked earlier, it's a different sounding genre too.
Yeah.
It's not traditional as it used to be. It's kind of moved on a little bit more the poppy side, maybe,
Yeah.
but nonetheless, it's still country. It had evolution just like the Hondo did, so on and so forth. Man, I think you'd be a shoe in, man. I really
Yeah.
do.
Well, maybe I'll practice and see what happens on the next EP or the next album that we have coming out. I mean, we've got 7 songs done already. I've got 2 collabs in the works, and then we're gonna figure another one to finish off the album to do 10 songs. And then maybe on the second one we'll throw in a little country or something a little different, right? But I'm real kind of stuck in my ways, bro. Like we always bitch about no one embracing new music. Like I'm that guy sometimes,
You're
right?
that guy. You're part of the problem.
I'm the problem. You know what I
You're the
mean?
problem.
I'm the problem,
Really?
right?
Am I the problem? Am I the drama?
I'm the problem, bro. So I get real. I get scared to try new things a lot.
Anthony Vega says your accent is what makes music so different and unique. So do it. Stephanie, hello Stephanie. Do a Texas country song. Kelly says you put the slang words and make it your very own. Yes. Um, what could be better for a West Texas accent on a country tune? See, they're liking it.
Claro, a lo mejor me lo está pidiendo la gente.
Yeah, everyone's out there. And if it doesn't do good, then you say it was all them. It was all
Yeah, 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 yeah.
I told you I didn't want to do it.
Hey, don't do it. Want to do it. No, I think it's gonna be amazing because I do agree. I think you have the accent and you have the sound for it. Like we said earlier, you put your twist on it, and your twist has that little bit of like a twang in it that it's
Yeah.
enough that it could be a country.
And
I
you know,
agree.
you got a deep enough voice. I mean, obviously, you got a great voice. You got a deep enough voice. I mean, I would kind of picture, maybe you paying homage to a West Texas old school country artist, like maybe a
Yeah.
Waylon Jennings.
Yeah.
Uh, you know, uh, Really, Waylon Jennings is the one that comes to mind because you know, obviously his voice is unique, but you're kind of within his range, from the sounds of it.
Yeah. Or maybe like a Texas Tornado song. You know what I mean?
Be
Yeah,
cool.
yeah,
You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
absolutely.
Something like that. Yeah, man. That's maybe we'll get something in the works. Let me call Eddie right now. Let me call Mario.
Let me get this right.
Right.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. We're gonna hear more songs in just a few minutes, y'all. If you have questions for Anthony, comments, we're reading them out loud to him as we go along. Salutes to everybody on TikTok, on YouTube, here on Facebook. Anthony Patterson, you can find him on all the music media platforms. An album to be released soon, and we can't wait. And we just heard and saw the video for his newest song, No Digas No. But we do have more music that we are going to play for y'all in just a few minutes. Anthony, we've kind of talked about the evolution and where you're going with it. What's your hope that, I mean, obviously to be number one, obviously to win awards, but like, your inspiration is you got to see people on stage and look where you're at now. Is that your intention? Is who can I inspire? Who can I bring on stage?
Yeah, for sure. I get calls to to go do bars stuff like that. Not that look, I love having a good time, right? Not that I don't want to do bars and clubs, right? But I want to do festivals where kids can be, where kids are there, where I can take my family, right? I don't to tell you I have this end goal in music, I'd be lying, right? I just want to be able to make good music that people enjoy, and that when they know Anthony's coming to come do a show, they know they're gonna get up and be dancing, right? And that they're gonna have fun, they're gonna have a blast, and we're gonna bring the best we can every time we come, right? And that's really all my goal really is. If awards come in the future, if accolades come in the future, even better. But for me, for my main goal personally is just to make good music people like, and that if you know Anthony's coming to a town near you, you know you're gonna have a good time and dance. And that's pretty much all my goal is right now.
That's a good vision, man. It's a good vision. I mean, like you said, the accolades. I mean, they're gonna come to you, bro. I'm telling you right now, you're gonna rack them up. And that's just paying tribute to your hard work and sacrifices, and that kind of paints a broad picture with your family as well. They're you're gonna have something more to show for. You got that accolade, like you said, so it's coming your way. Definitely is, man. And you want to do festivals. That's awesome because you are going to be attracting a young crowd. People are not going to be scared of bringing in their family. Those are the type of festivals that we talk about here on Let's Talk Tejano.
Yeah.
And don't worry about me. I'll sneak in my own beer, but it's on.
Yeah. No, no, bro. I mean, no, bro. I mean, I love having a good time, bro. I love drinking. I mean, I love all that, right? I love all of it, man. But like I said, bro, I kind of just fell into doing music, right? I kind of fell into it, right? And I got my family, I got my kids. I don't want to be at the bar till 2, 3 in the morning,
Yeah.
every weekend. That's not what I want to be doing, right? And so when I look at, well, if I'm not going to be gigging at bars and clubs, then what am I doing this for, right?
Right.
And so the other side is, I just want to be able to inspire kids that want to do it, right? That they get to see me on stage and say, man, I want to do that, right? I want to keep the Launa going. I want to keep the Hano going, and if I can just do that and play at fun festivals where families go, and they want to get up and dance, and I can see kids dancing. When I was at Fanfare, man, I was so impressed with all the new kids I see on stage. And I'm not like 100 times my talent, right? Fucking jamming on the accordion, on the bajo, on the drums,
Did,
singing,
did you
and they
catch a salto out there?
Huh?
Did you catch
Zodiacal.
Asalto? Zodiacal?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Zodiacal, the kids. I mean, all these badass musicians, man. I mean, 100 times my talent, right? So to see that, to see it going, it's that's what I want to do to keep the one that going, and that's what inspired me, man. And so that's pretty much my goal is just to make good music, and people know that Anthony's coming, bro. We're gonna have a blast and we're gonna dance, and that's it.
There you
Yeah,
go.
absolutely. I'm gonna read some couple comments I've come across. Gil Jimenez, saludos Gil Jimenez out there, son of Flaco Jimenez. He said, uniqueness makes the real you. So big saludos. Thank you, Gil, for supporting us out here. Eric Ramos said, respect. That's a great approach, your approach to music and your goals. Cynthia said, come on, if George Strait can cross over and sing El Rey, you can do it too. So Cynthia said that you could do it. Let's see here. Oh, did we lose him? Is this an April Fool's joke? Are you joking?
Um, hmm.
April Fools, come back.
Okay, you don't have to do country, dude.
Oh, you gotta put go. Okay, fine. You drop
Yeah,
it. No
yeah.
more say no because I want to read the other comment from David Ramirez. Saludos, David. Oh, there he is.
Oh, I had a phone call.
I was like, is this a April Fool's joke?
What, what the hell? Where do we go?
Oh, what happened? Oh, I'm playing with it, and Joe. I bet you Joe's playing with it. Sorry,
I'm
Joe.
sorry.
I'll keep my hands off of it. We got the wizard back there
That was
working.
Chente Barrera calling me, man. So I pushed the door. My bad, Chente. You're watching my bad, man. I'm doing an interview.
Sorry, Joe. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. Okay, let me continue reading a few more comments.
Okay.
Tell Chente we said hello, but he has to wait. It's our time with you. Antonio Vega says awesome. It's all in timings and you will get to your goals. David Ramirez out there in TikTok said Tejano Johnny Cash. Ooh, that's a good idea. I
Ooh.
like that. So thank you guys for the comments and the inspiration. I know it helps
For sure.
Anthony hearing what everyone and that's the premise of our show, right? Let's Talk Tejano as we bring the fans behind the scenes so you all get to know the artist and everything that goes into the music scene and what kind of happens on and off stage. So I love it. I love all the comments and everybody that's tuned in with us. We definitely appreciate it. We got more music coming on in just a little bit. No more April Fool's jokes, I think.
I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I'm just
I'm, I'm,
kidding.
I'm horrible at this.
No, you're doing good. You're doing good. We got it together now. We got it together. Let me see what we got. I'm looking for more comments. Go ahead, George.
Nah, man, it's all good, man. Hey, man, those festivals. I mean, summer's coming up, man. I know you're probably gonna get offers to go do a whole bunch of other shows. Anyone in particular that you really got your eyes set on?
Man, not right now. Right now, I just got booked for some fall festival shows. I've got some people that reached out to me, but man, January, February, March, April, I'm just very, very busy at work, right?
Right.
So yeah, I got booked for well, it's in the works right now for a Cinco de Mayo Fest that should be around the San Marcos Lockhart area. Um, and then I got booked for some other stuff in South Texas. But I mean, my calendar is kind of open from June, July, and August as of right now.
Cool.
And you mentioned collabs earlier. Any? Can you spill any secrets?
No,
Come on, we're like this.
No.
Come
I
on,
can't. I can't.
we're
But I'm
like
gonna
this,
tell you.
Anthony.
I'm gonna tell you. They're gonna be badass. I can tell you that. I'm really excited about them. Be badass.
I'm gonna text you right now. Who is
I mean,
uh,
and any collabs. I mean, we love hearing the collabs. Especially with people who had on the show. Bands that met networked through the show.
Yeah.
Dude, it's great, man. Just like I think it was who was it, Eric or Chris that was on here from Entrego, man. They're like, hey, we got to collab with you. That's
Yeah.
those guys are on fire as well.
Yeah. No, I talked to them. I talked to them today quite a bit, man. I mean, we're pretty good friends, and I'd love to do a collab with them. But I gotta. I got some collabs working the beginning of April, either this week or next.
There we go. We're back.
okay, I think we're here.
We're back. We're back.
We're back. Let me go back over here. See what happened. Okay, so we have some collaborations. This is part two of Serious Tejano. Let's Talk Tejano and Anthony Patterson. Thank you for everyone coming back. I don't know what happened. Technology is our best friend, but when it's down, it sucks, right?
Yeah.
But we're here, we're back. So thank you all for rejoining us. Everyone's back. I see everybody filtering back through. So we have some collaborations, some live shows. You're still up to do more collabs later down, perhaps down the road.
Sure.
And then you're available for bookings. What about merchandise? I think I saw something earlier in one of the comments about
I
merchandise.
do. I got merch. It just came in, the Anthony Patterson caps.
Oh, that is awesome, man.
I got shirts. We got koozies. I got a couple jerseys. I just got the cowboy hat that I wear. I just got Hex Hats is going to sponsor me, and they're going to make an AP edition hat. Um, and so when I show up and we sell merch, we'll have some nice felt hats for sale, Anthony Patterson merch, and some really cool stuff.
Where can they find that merchandise now?
As of right now, nowhere.
Oh
Right now.
man.
In my house, in my casa.
But I got my wife working on a website for me to sell some merch, right? And so,
Cool.
like I said, guys, this is a very new for me, man. I wasn't expecting any of this, right? And so, but I thought I've almost talking like como quiera, right? And getting stuff.
Come
There it
on.
goes. All right, we're back
All right.
Aw,
again.
it's April Fools. Who's playing the joke? I'm not getting over that yet.
It's Joe in the chair. He's got the connection. Tick, tick.
And he's the wizard behind there. He's like reset, reset.
Oh, there's
So
my wife. We're working on a website.
Oh, there you
yeah,
go. There you are,
he's
Stephanie.
playing.
Okay, cool. All right. Yeah, definitely, man. It's great. It's good. It's good to see you guys going to grow it. It's only going to get bigger, man. And just be prepared, man. And obviously, you are mentally prepared. Sounds like you are, because first of all, you're in sales, dude.
Yeah.
You've already got the mentality of a no bullshit, whatever it takes attitude, you know.
Yeah.
So I would imagine, I'm not an artist, but I would imagine it's kind of the same thing, you know.
It is, man. You know, you're selling yourself, right? And you know, when I've done my live shows, um, all the guys I get are seasoned, right? I mean, they're badass musicians, and they're like, dude, I mean, you got you kind of got it figured out a little bit for being so fresh, right?
Right.
You know, on stage. So I got to work on it. You know, everything's a working process, right? No one's perfect, but we're gonna have fun with it and keep making music and see where it goes, man, and see and just as long as people like it, you know.
Yeah. Ain't nobody complaining. I'll tell you that right now. Ain't nobody
No,
complaining.
and you have a lot of people watching out for you. I mean, you have people drive from all over to watch you in San Antonio, and I can only imagine when you start launching that you're going to have full support with everybody back, backing you and wanting that merch, and then getting to see you in live festivals. So if you have a venue or an event and you want some AP sound, you got to hit up Anthony and get him booked because his show is so much fun. It's jam packed and they go back to back. Like I tried to interrupt and be like, "Give me attention," and they were just singing song after song after
Yeah.
song. It's he was on a go,
Yeah.
even though he had no voice. He was like song after song after song, and it didn't stop him. So I can only imagine on a live show that it's just full of energy, and you just never know what you're gonna get with your show.
Right. That's right. Yeah. Like I said, we try to make it fun, and we want to try to keep everybody on the dance floor, right? Everybody dancing and having a great time. That's what music's about, man. You know, what music's about is you know, like for me, man, I'm always gonna be doing throwbacks. I don't care if I have 15 hits, right? I'm gonna be keep doing the throwbacks because that's what people want to hear, and it always takes you back to where you were during that time when you heard that song,
Yep.
right? And that's what we want to do is bring back that emotion and get people involved and just watch them have fun, man. That's all our goal is.
Joanne Patterson Sanchez says his shows are super fun. The music is awesome.
She better say she's my sister.
Who is not paid for this endorsement.
you planted a mole in the comments, man.
Yeah.
I'm supposed to say that. No, just kidding. Salutes to all the family out there and supporting. You have a heck of a support system, starting with your wife Stephanie. I think she's the one that found me on TikTok, and she's amazing, super nice, and you have an amazing support system that back you up 100%. Your whole
I
family.
do. Yeah, my family is a big support system. My friends, my staff at work, right? My owner. Shout out to the owners of Ron Hoover RV and Marine, man. I mean, they're just so supportive with everything I do with music. You know, when we had our Christmas party, they're just jamming my videos for the whole company to see. When we have our RV shows, they're jamming AP music, right? They're just very, very supportive, man. Because like I say this all the time, right? They could easily say, bro, do you want to run a store or do you want to be a musical? Right? Pick one, right? But you know, they support me in every step. Not only that, man. I just want to give them a little plug, right? But
Yep.
they support a lot of Tejano, man. We support a lot of Tejano venues, a lot of venues, events in West Texas, San Antonio. I mean, they're just supportive of the Tejano movement on keeping it going, and they're very, very supportive with me, man. So I couldn't do it without Ron Hoover. Big shout out to my owners, super supportive, man, and all my staff, and even like the musicians, artists, man. Like artists that reach out to me and give me criticism, you know, and tell me what they think they feel on the songs. And I mean, I have so much support on the music side and at work. I couldn't be more blessed than I am to be able to do what I do for a living that I love, right? And to do music and be supported by so many people, man. It's a huge blessing.
Absolutely. And they do. I've seen advertisements on different podcast TikTok, when the DJs, that's the word I'm looking for. I'm a
Yeah,
DJ, but who knows, the DJs are playing music and I see it and I think that's just awesome that your company not only supports you but supports the whole industry and
for
that's
sure.
amazing.
Yeah,
So
man, real
shout
supportive.
out to them and you're more than welcome. Shout them out. Ron Hoover in the house. Saludos and if you're interested in learning about Ron Hoover, just kidding.
Hey,
Commercial break from you.
it's income tax season. If you got
Yeah,
that extra jingly jingly, go hit
that's
up Ron
right. That's
Hoover,
Time to
man.
right.
travel, so
That's right. Or if you hear on Sirius Radio, it's zero down. Just come see me. Zero
There
yeah,
down.
you
Come on.
go.
zero down. There
Hey,
you
man, I'm,
go.
me and my wife have actually talked about getting a travel trailer, man. So,
Well, let's do it. Let's do it, man.
That means you'd have to leave your house, George.
Yeah,
huh?
and it, one thing
I mean,
about doing
I'll sleep in it.
one thing about doing music, man, and and Ron Hoover being involved is it does bring me a lot of business, right? Um, I didn't realize musicians know everybody because they travel everywhere. They know everybody, right? So we do get a lot of referrals. Tejano artists that send us referrals all the time, man. So it's all working together, which is really cool.
Absolutely. Well, I know Ron Hoover is a very proud supporter, so thank you so much. Thank you for letting us have Anthony when we do get to have him live and singing songs and everything. Let's go ahead and play the Emilio medley.
Cool.
It's gonna be a video, so I'll let you bring it up, and Joe will hit the play button for us.
Once again, I'm Anthony Patterson, and this is my Emilio Medley tribute to the King of Tejano, Emilio Navarra. And here you go. You're hearing it right here on Sirius Tejano.
Acércate a mí, abrazados junto así, no podrán separarnos. Aunque tus padres no quieren, tus amigos no comprenden que nos vamos a casar. Si te dicen soy perdido, como pájaro sin nido, no saben la verdad. Mi destino es contigo, querida, vente conmigo. Quiero amarte más y más. Si te crees tú de ellos, no saben la verdad. Si piensas mi amor te deseo, mi vida ya acabar. Y yo sé que yo te quiero, mi amor es muy sincero, no saben la verdad. Mi destino es contigo, querida, vente conmigo. Quiero amarte más y más. Recordando el cámara de Emilio, shoot it. quiero explicarle, quiero que me digas cómo le haré para que me entienda esta muchacha. Quiere ser mi amiga, pero yo no quiero ser. Es muy difícil estando yo con ella, oliendo su perfume, quiero acariciar su piel. Luego me abraza, me siento muy contento. Me dice, tú eres mi amigo, se me acaba la fe. ¿Cómo le haré para decirle que la quiero? ¿Cómo le haré? Adiosito, tengo miedo. ¿Cómo le haré? Ser su amigo ya no puedo.
Great song, man. Now you make me want to pour something else in this cup.
And the crowd goes wild.
It's at the new beer depot in San Antonio with La Calma and
Yeah.
a great band, La Calma,
Oh yeah,
Leo.
they're awesome, man.
They're amazing. Great friends. I know Jeremy and J Rod out there, and got to see them in Colorado once. Speaking of which, Terry from Colorado said my favorite Emilio medley is what she said on
Wow, thank
TikTok.
you.
So
Awesome. Thank you so much.
let me see what else we got. We had some good dancing emojis, some fire emojis. Rest in peace, Emilio. So if you don't know, Anthony Patterson is available on all the music media platforms. He's got music videos like the one you just watched here on YouTube, and an album to be released soon. We heard No Digas No, his newest cumbia that's out there, and then we just heard the Emilio medley. We have one more song that's going to come up in just a couple of minutes for y'all. Well, here soon. But thank you all for the comments and everybody that's hanging out with us on TikTok, YouTube, and here on Facebook. You guys supporting Sirius Tejano and Joe and Let's Talk Tejano, we appreciate, as well as Anthony, and everything that he's doing in the Tejano industry. So if you have comments, questions, just post them in there. I'm reading the comments and keeping up with them as best I can.
All right. No, man, great medley, dude. I actually shared that with a family member of mine that was a real big and still is a real big Emilio fan. And he was like, dude, he goes, how old is this guy? Has he been around the business for a long time? I was like, man, he's fresh, man. He's fresh. Listen to his
19
other
years
music.
old.
I was like, this guy's fresh. I was like, he's connected to Emilio in one avenue or another, but dude, this guy's fresh sound, and he kind of brought up it's he goes, okay, so it's not really Tejanos conjunto. He said it. He goes, it's like conjunto. He goes, I could hear it in the instruments and all that. I was like, yeah, call it what you want, but this is a new sound, man. This is a new sound. So he definitely opened up his ears to it, man. So
Nice,
you got a fan in him because he did listen to your songs as well while he was here at the house. He was like, dude, this is killer right here, man.
Nice. No, I appreciate it, man. It's awesome. That's awesome feedback, man. I have a little haters every once in a while. It's okay. It's okay, right? But
They
I've had
have to, right? It helps
yeah,
us
you
grow.
have to, right? But it's at the same time, I've had a lot of support and a lot of good feedback, man. So it's been really really cool, man, to be on this little journey, living this little dream of mine, right? It's been really really cool.
And you're doing such a heck of a job. I mean, we talked a little earlier. You don't have like an actual. I don't want to put you in a category. I think we should stop putting a category. But if we were to have to put a label on it, I like Tejunto. Tejunto is probably the best way of putting your with a little twist at Tejano, like a
Yeah.
twang, a twang. Sheila asked, when will you go play at Carrizo Springs or Crystal City? We
I
talked
don't
about
know. Hopefully soon, right?
that,
Hopefully soon.
right? She said, well, what you're going to have to do, Sheila, is you're going to have to request them at any venue and be like, go hire Anthony Patterson, bring him here. But maybe in the future, you never know. Be
Never know.
following Sirius Tejano because they're working a lot in the Carrizo Springs and everything they're doing for the Crystal City, Carrizo Springs area.
Well, Anthony, there's a Fortune Life event coming up in Crystal City. Wink, wink. Man behind the chair. Wink, wink.
Where's Joe?
Let's do it. Let's
I'm
put it
just
together.
saying, man. I'm just saying.
Yeah, no, I'd love, man. I would love to play down there, man. You know, that's home for me, right? It's all home for me. So I'd love to be down there.
Melissa Sonora said, "Much love, cousin." So you have your
My
primos out
prima,
there with us. Yep.
how you doing? Saludos, Mel.
And then Eric did ask, "Can you tell us about your background and your surname?"
You know, that's a very, very good question. Um, I don't really know. I don't really know where it came from, right? So my dad's Patterson and speaks pretty nothing but Spanish, right? My grandpa también. So my name's really my real name is Gilberto Antonio Patterson, right? So my grandpa's Antonio Patterson. I got Amadeo Patterson, Ramiro Patterson, all Mexican first names with the last name Patterson, right? Um, and so Mel that just taught Mel Sonora, she's also my family, on my mom's side, and they're Brady's and they're Mexicanos. So it's Arturo Brady, Kike Brady,
The,
and they're all,
the Mexican
and they're,
Brady's, man.
and they're
Wow.
Brady's, right? So someone jumped the fence somewhere. I don't know where it happened,
Dude, I
but it
don't think
happened,
I
man.
don't think they jumped the fence. I think they crossed the continent,
They
dude.
crossed the
Uh,
river.
I get that a lot, man. Like when we do interviews, they always ask me, "Pues, ¿es gringo que eres?" And I'm like, "No, soy mexicano." Actually, I don't really know what I am, but I speak Spanish.
That's
I'm
awesome, man.
like red and then some brown sometimes.
Yeah, yeah.
And the
There's,
Mexican.
there's a lot of mixtures for sure, man. Nobody, but I don't. My dad's from Catula, Texas. A lot of Pattersons over there, and I can tell y'all, anybody in the world, if you ever meet a Mexican, a Mexicano Patterson, we're cousins.
We're cousins. Mexican
we'll,
Brady's.
we'll narrow it down, dude.
Yeah,
We'll
yeah,
narrow it
yeah,
down. It's a good story, yeah, man. I don't think we heard that one yet. That's a good
yeah.
question. That was a good question. It was a crispy, yeah, good crispy cream.
Saludos, saludos. And Alicia Valdez Sanchez said, would love to bring him to Tejano 830 bar. So, hey, you might get
Nice.
another, you might just message Anthony if you're interested in getting him in your
Sure,
venue. And you all can discuss that. Big saludos
sure,
to
sure.
Fuerza Imparable in the house, another West Texas band.
Saludos.
Saludos. Melissa said yes, Mexican Brady's. And you know what's really
Yeah,
funny? When she says that, I think of the Brady family because we all have big families, and then
yeah,
they're Brady's. So yeah, sorry,
yeah.
double
But so
thing there,
if,
Melissa.
if you ever meet a Mexicano Brady, we're family.
Yeah, because there ain't that many of them, man.
Yeah,
There ain't that
Sheila
many of them.
Joanne and John Patterson. Sheila
yeah,
Lizette. Okay.
yeah. That's my sister and my brother.
Okay, okay. Yes, Sheila, he's my younger brother. Yes. That's funny. So yeah, very unique name. I'm going to tell you when I first got your song, I was like Patterson. I was like, "Cool. Okay." I'm never going to forget his name.
And I'm so used to being Mexicano, I forget people question. You know what I mean? I forget that
Yeah.
that's even a thought, right? Like, is he white? Because I'm so used to just being Mexicano, right? Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I forget that people question Patterson, right? But nombre, I'm Mexicano, man. I don't know where it came from, how we got it, but we're well, I don't even know what I am. So I don't
Well,
want to label that.
that's the beauty about Texas, man. It was settled by so many different other, you can say, countries. I mean, Texas was its own country, as you know, but Spanish, Italians, Czechs, Slovakians. It's a big melting pot. So somewhere along the line.
One of the stories is like my great grandpa was in the English Army or Irish Navy or some shit, and they came to Mexico. He met my great grandma. Supposedly, he didn't know any Spanish, he didn't know any English, but they figured out how to make a family. That's
The
Yeah,
that's
language
that's
of love.
that's one story I heard, right? So who knows, right?
well,
But
to your point, nobody jumped a fence, dude. They crossed the ocean.
yeah, yeah, man. Well, thank God ice wasn't there, man. Shit, it would
Yeah.
have.
Yeah, that song "Oceans Apart." Oceans apart. Oh my gosh! So we're learning something new. Again, Anthony Patterson, and oh, it's always a pleasure to speak with you. Um, Getting to know you through the last year and a half that we've gotten to get to know your music and play it and jam it, and then all the like you have so many connections within the industry. Like when I found out who you knew, I'm like, man, you're not. If anyone thinks Anthony is new, he's not new to the scene. He may just be new to putting music out, but he's not new. You have so many ties. I mean, in the video that we just saw, you have a picture with Emilio, and I think that's awesome that you got to do it, and then you got to show off, that your memories and just kind of paying tribute.
Yeah, no, it was really cool. Yeah, so like I said, Emilio was real good friends with the family, man. David Lee Garza, my condolences to his family, obviously, right?
Absolutely.
But him and my dad were like best friends when I was a kid. So like I'd get home from school and they'd be in the backyard jamming. My dad would play the guitar, David with accordion. They'd be playing golf all day. Um, Michael Desperados, good friends of the family. Marcos Orozco, great friend of mine, man. We hung out all the time. Emilio, as a matter of fact, the last Super Bowl that Emilio was alive for, we spent all day together, me and him at the bar, right? He called me like about noon. He was like, "Hey, Emilio, did they got Jack at the bar?" And I said, "No, it's all beer." And the guys are like, "Who's that? That's Emilio." Yeah, we'll bring him Jack, right? So he got there at noon, and it was me and him all day together at the for the last Super Bowl he was alive for. He was with me, right? And then he passed away like 4 months later. But yeah, man, I've had a lot of friends in the industry, that I don't consider acquaintances like good friends, right? Through years, right? Years and years of family ties or whatever. And so I've had a lot of good inspirations, a lot of good teachers, and a lot of good people to give me good feedback, right? When they hear my music, right? Hey, it sounds good here, but maybe next time do another pasada here, right? Or things like that, right? So I do have a lot of support, man, and I do have some very, very good ties with people in the industry.
And that's amazing. That's like invaluable. Like you're learning from people that you watched and grew up with and see how their music works, and I think that's amazing.
As a matter of fact, on my album that's coming out, my only original song on there that I'm gonna have, Jesse Turner wrote it for me.
I think we
Um,
talked about that in our last interview that you
yeah,
had.
so Turner wrote it for me, and that's gonna be on this album as well too. It's a song about my son and my dad, right? How they resemble each other. So it's really really cool. So he wrote that for me. That'll be on this album. I mean, that's gonna be the only original. That's not a well, two originals, but most of them are gonna be all all remakes. So
Your covers, your spins,
the
and
covers.
we talked about that also too. We have one more song coming up, a couple more comments, and if you guys have anything else, just put it in the chat. Sheila said you is Texican, so talking going back, you is Texican.
That's right. That's
we're,
right.
we're just coming up with our own words tonight, Anthony. You're just creating a whole vocabulary over here. We got the junto, we got the Texas twang, we got Texican. Like you're in your own little spectrum over
I'm under
here.
the bubble.
Yeah. Eric,
It's like you
Eric,
live in an alternate universe, dude. And you got the Mexican Brady's.
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, we got the Brady Bunch. Yeah, but Eric said, "What a great story in a Tejano background," and I think that's absolutely why we love doing this show, so that you all, when you go see him live, which I highly recommend, you get to see the story behind him and what he's put into this music. He's not just singing; he is singing. Like, this is his goal, and I think that's really important that we highlight that, and all the hard work of everyone that works with him, near him, and supports him. It also pays tribute to them as well.
Oh, for sure, for sure.
Absolutely. Isabella said hello, amigos. Saludos. Houston's in the
Hey, Bonita.
house. All
Stafford,
right.
Texas in the house.
What's that?
I said Stafford, Texas in the house.
Stafford,
Got
Texas.
protected. Ow!
Ooh, all
I guess I'm
right.
saying you watch tomorrow. I don't know. And Rocco was on the I was yelling.
Tomorrow, ando bien malo.
He didn't tell the boss I can't work tomorrow.
Yeah,
Sorry.
yeah,
You
yeah.
know, blame it on Let's Talk Tejano.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Hey, man, but like I
Oh,
said, hey, bad publicity, good publicity, we'll take
Yeah, well,
it.
oh my goodness. Let me see here. I'm trying to see what else we got. I'm looking at TikTok. Everybody on TikTok, big saludos to everybody hanging out with us. Man, it's so awesome. I love all the support that Anthony's getting, because definitely worth it. I love the direction of the music that you're going in, and we need this. We need your style in the industry, because I feel like you're peaking the young kids. And so, with that, before we go to your next song, what would be some advice that you would have for someone that's aspiring to be an artist? I always like to ask this question.
man, just do it. Just do it. just do it, man. You know, save up some money, save up a little bit of money, and go to a good studio with a good producer that can get you the sound that you want, right? And man, just do it. You know, I if I would have known, you know, back then, you know, that just try it, right? Not just with music, with anything, right? I gave up so many good opportunities because I just didn't want to. I was so scared to just try it, right? And man, if you're young and you're inspiring to do it, just do it. Just do it. Like, just only you can hold yourself back. And you're gonna have haters, people that tell you you can't do it, and that, you know, this isn't the life you need to be doing, or whatever the case might be, man. But just fucking do it. Just do it. You know, just look forward.
And don't look back. I mean, even failure is part of the process, right?
For
I
sure.
mean, and that's with any career.
For
You know,
sure.
if you're not failing, then you signed a deal with somebody down under, man.
Yeah,
But
when they first the first time they played a No Digas No right here in West Texas on the radio station, the DJ calls me, "Hey, bro, someone just called, man. They said to take you off. You can't sing." Like, somebody called in, right, and said, "Hey, that he can't sing, man. I hate the way he sings, right?" I'm like, "Good. I'm glad.
He
People
knows
are
you.
listening."
Yeah,
Huh?
he knows you. He knows your
No, he didn't
name.
know. I guess he
No,
didn't
no,
know
what
me or
I'm just
something.
saying, like, he now knows your name. He now
Yeah,
knows you sing. He now heard your
yeah,
song, so you got what you needed from him.
yeah,
yeah,
and
it's
he's
all
and
right.
he's hearing people talk about you. And let me guess, it was probably an older gentleman with a hearing aid that didn't like the way you sing.
Yeah, yeah. So I told Rick, it's nombre, it's okay, bro. I don't. He's like, man, I can't believe someone called in about you like this. I'm like, hey, bro, we're good, bro. Tú nomás dale, tú nomás ponle pa'lante, bro. Keep playing me. You want to play me? Take me off, whatever, right? Nombre, I like the jam. Keep playing it. All right, cool, man. We're good, you know. But I'm cool. Whatever comments come, right?
Yeah,
And we're always going to have those. You cannot please everybody.
Yeah.
And I think one thing that I've seen in the industry, even just being a DJ, even being on this podcast, we get comments as well. We're going to keep going. It helps us grow. I know you're watching. I know you're listening. And if we at least made some sort of impact, then we did what we're supposed to.
Yeah, no,
You
for
stir
sure.
some
No,
emotion. We did what we were supposed to.
but and I know we're going off subject, but in doing music, right? You know, when you get that bad feedback, it hurts you in the beginning, right? But you're like, it's okay, right? Let's keep going, right? And so, I mean, if you're trying to do anything in life, right? Whatever it is, you got to take the risk, and don't look back and burn the boat. There's no swimming back to land. You're on the
Right.
island, burn the boat and run with it.
that's
Yeah.
a hell of a thing to say to somebody that's fixing to go on a fishing trip. Thanks a lot, dude. Appreciate
Just
that,
wear a
man.
life jacket. You'll be
So,
fine.
famous
Hey,
last
you're
words
all
of
right.
Anthony Patterson to Let's Talk Town. Burn the boat on the news tonight.
We were just like,
Hey,
go
A
swim,
hey,
local
hey,
mom.
hey, bro,
podcaster boat caught on
you'll be
fire.
okay, Dad. Just take your floaties.
Oh yeah, well I got yeah okay.
Wear your best. Okay, so Isabella said, did I miss him singing? So they're interested in hearing you sing right now, if you can. And then let's see, Sheila said, well, Anthony, I can't wait to see you play. Already loving your Tejano music, your voice. Joanne Patterson Sanchez was holding out on us and on the Calista stand. Let's see here. Can you talk a little bit about West Texas hotspot for artists making a little bit of hit music? What's really going on in West Texas?
It's in the water.
Man, there's just I think, kind of with anything, right? Anybody, there's always a little clicks, right? And if you listen to Tejano or Conjunto as a whole, right? Corpus Conjunto is gonna sound different than San Antonio Conjunto, right? The accordion's different. The Corpus Victoria sound compared to San Antonio, same thing in West Texas. I think that just West Texas has had a long line of roots in the industry, and I think it's the roots, the offspring now that's had years of talent, right? That they learn from their grandparents and parents that are finally being able to flourish now, and I think is why you're seeing the influx of West Texas talent, right? Counting me out of it, right? I'm talking about everybody else, right? They've had roots. I mean, like Los Hermanos Peña, Los Arcos, right? I mean, that's they you can't get to me. You can't get better than that music. That to me is badass, down home, talented music, right? Asalto, Jordan with Asalto, his family is deep rooted with music, right? And so I think what you're seeing is a lot of these kids that their dads or grandpas were, and they have all their lifespan of learning music, right? And you're seeing the decades of work put into it that the offspring's putting out right now,
And we have the power of social media.
for sure.
They're
It's
not
also a big
relying
help.
on one or two radio stations or one or two labels. The technology has helped a lot of home studios, a lot of independent artists like yourself that
For
aren't
sure.
signed to a major label that is controlling a lot of it. Nothing against labels, but without that, like, there's so much more freedom. We talked about Jay Sterling earlier. We talked about a few other artists that have their own studios and they're just making music and they're doing it independently, which is
Yeah.
really helping.
And
Really.
that's also a very, very good point that I didn't even think about, right? I mean, social media has been a
Mhm.
big help, right? I mean, it's kind of like anything, right? Out of sight, out of mind, right?
Mhm.
Right.
And so if it's out of sight, but now with social media and y'all having y'all's presence and having everybody kind of exposed a little bit, right, with their new music coming out, right? And and I don't expect everybody to be an AP fan, right? I don't expect that, right? Everyone's gonna have their niche, people that follow them that like them, right? But at least you're giving the opportunity for people to make their decision on what they're gonna like.
Exactly. We're
I was
giving them
having I
flavor.
was,
We're giving
I
them
was
different.
having this conversation with a radio DJ day before yesterday, right, about new artists, and he was like, "Yeah, but I don't really like that band." I'm like, "That's not for you to decide.
No.
That's not for you to decide. You don't decide what people are gonna like, bro,
No.
right? If it's produced well and it sounds good, it's got good sound, play it,
Play it.
right? You
It's
don't
our
know
job
what people
as
are gonna like.
DJs. It is our job. And
Yes.
I firmly believe I will play any if someone says go play this song and I may not like it. There's times that I hear it for the first time with my audience. Like, let's hear it for the first time together because it's my job as a DJ to show you, to give you what you like, but show you what you don't know yet. That is my
Well,
job. And I
that and like when you look at new artists coming up, not me. I'm talking about big artists, right? That have came out. When they first came out, you had to develop an ear for them, right? Like when Intocable first came out, everyone said, "Oh, that's Ramon Ayala." Sounds just like Ramon Ayala, right? But you
Mhm.
keep hearing them, they get music is better, and they get a bigger following. Now they're the biggest band, right? Duelo, when he first came out, right? People would talk shit about his voice, and now you hear his voice; it's his trademark, and you love it, right? So
Yep.
if you don't give an artist the opportunity to come out with their music, you'll never be able to develop that ear to their music to where you can follow that. You know what I mean? To
Absolutely.
you know,
Yeah, we have Lucky Joe watching. He said, "Échale ganas, hermano." He goes, "I
and
know that guy."
Lucky.
He goes, "I know that guy." So there
Oh man, I fucking love Lucky, man. We
he's so
talk
cool.
we talk twice a week, 3 times a week, man, and he's definitely a character, man, for sure.
Yeah, great
Absolutely.
guy.
And you kind of sorry, George, go ahead.
No, saying yeah, he's great, man. We've talked to him here on the show as well, man. Down to earth, very humble guy, man. Really is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when I first brought Lucky over here, I said, "Hey, bro, I want to book you for this little event, man. Maybe afterwards we can go have a beer together, right?" And he's like, "I don't drink anymore, dude." I'm like, "Oh, okay, cool, man." So he got done with the gig. He goes, "Hey, bro, have me a beer." I said,
You done stressed the hell out of me.
"Bro, pues no que you don't drink." He's like, "I'm starting right now."
Yeah. Que digo, pinche rookie.
Yeah, yeah,
That is funny. That is hilarious.
Well, before we play your next song, man, we're gonna touch on this again. Of course, you made the number one top 10 for the West Texas Explosion chart, dude. Congratulations! You're in
Thank you,
great
thank you,
company
thank
on
you.
that chart, man.
Yeah,
Just looking at it, you're number one, and Tego number two, Los Arcos Hermanos. We just got done talking about number three, and Fuerza Imparable number four, and obviously David Lee Rodriguez at number five. Man, you're in
yeah.
great company in that chart, dude. So hats
No,
off
for
to you.
sure, man.
Congratulations
It's
on
it's
that.
always so it's always so funny to me, right? Like when I see my music charting, it's like Jay Perez, David Lee Garza, Anthony Patterson.
And you're like, wait a minute, that's
I'm
me.
like,
That's
I'm
me.
like, what?
Apparently, you're the only Patterson out there, bro.
Yeah, 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 yeah,
Apparently, it's you.
yeah,
There's
yeah,
no
man.
mistaking this man right
From the
here.
history we got from you today.
Yeah, yeah.
Hilarious, hilarious. Well, and you hit it like we have to be open to listen to music. So I challenge everybody to go find his music on all the music media platforms. We're gonna play his next song. I'm gonna let him introduce it in just a minute, but go find it and heart it and share it. Use it for a video on TikTok. Whatever you got to do to just expose one more person to it, and that's your job as a fan. That's something you could do absolutely for free. You're more than welcome to go buy it, but at least heart it, like it, share it, comment on it, because all that helps the artists, especially in all the algorithms that all the social medias have these days. So challenge you all, because fans, you are as important as all of us in this industry, as the DJs, as the radio stations, as the labels, as the promoters, as the artists and the bands. You all play a significant part in it. If you're not listening to the music and requesting it, we're not able to put the music out there for you. And I know when I'm live, I get can we hear some AP? I'm like, oh, where did you learn this? How did you know about AP? And I love it. I love that we get to hear it. So I'm excited. I'm gonna let you introduce the song, and we will. Is he with us? Is he there? Hello.
Blink if you're in trouble.
Did you get hit by the pan?
He froze up.
Mm-hmm. Doo-doo-doo. Thank you, Eric. Uh oh.
Let's try to get him back on. But go to play a song.
All right. So this is Anthony Patterson's song, "Me Boy."
Me voy para olvidarme de ti.
There he goes.
Me
I'll
voy
be back.
pa' donde no conozco. Al ver si así me olvido de ti.
It's the weather.
Al
April
ver si
Fools.
así ha sido con
There's a lot of storms coming in.
Me voy para olvidarme de ti. Me voy para olvidar tus besos. Al cabo ya no eres de mí. Al cabo sé que te perdí. Que goza de tu amor el otro. Me voy a Kansas City. Me voy a Kansas City. Me voy a Kansas City para
You know, that was me.
olvidarme de tu amor. Me voy a Kansas City. Me voy a Kansas City. Me voy a Kansas City para olvidarme de nuestro amor. ¡Qué desgraciado! Puro AP, baby. Me voy para olvidarme de ti. Me voy para olvidar tus besos. Al cabo ya no eres de mí.
There you go.
Al cabo sé que te perdí. Que goza de tu amor el otro. Me voy a Kansas City. Me voy a Kansas City.
Sing it.
Me voy a Kansas City para olvidarme de tu amor. Me voy a Kansas City. Me voy a Kansas City. Me voy a Kansas City para olvidarme de nuestro amor. De nuestro
I just love that song. It has such a good beat. Did we lose him again? Oh, last
No.
time you were
I'm
so.
here.
Oh, good. I was like, you
Yeah,
were
no, so
frozen.
I'm in West Texas. We're having a windstorm right now, so I think it's knocking my Wi-Fi out.
Told you, it's the weather. It's the weather.
Well,
Hey,
I said
hey,
April came in with a vengeance with all these jokes on me over
well,
here.
I thought he just froze up on purpose. I was like, okay, he's gonna snap by and say, "Hey, I got you."
and I'm freaking out. I'm like, I can't get no Wi-Fi.
I mean, somebody already got me this morning. Our friend Isabella, apparently she's moving back to wash the steak from what she told me this morning. Luego sale goes, just kidding. Psych, April Fools. I'm like, oh, okay, we're gonna do that today. It is April Fools.
Okay, let's see here. El Krispy Kreme said good voice, brother, and I agree.
Thank
Like
you, thank you, thank you.
your voice came out with that song. Like it just showed the uniqueness and the style of your voice, that little twang. Let's see here. Eric said that was a number one hit, or has it been a number one hit? It has hit some charts. Let's see here. Me voy a Kansas City para tocar en el 820 bar, right? So they really want you at that Tejano 830. Sorry, I said it wrong. Tejano 830.
Bro, they're
Um,
pushing it, bro. They're pushing it, man.
Nice, nice, nice. A ver qué pasa. Yeah, yeah.
yeah, so message Anthony if you're interested. Absolutely. All his music and more music will be available on the music media platforms. He has YouTube videos. Go show some support. As fans of the music, it's very vital that we just share it and add it to your playlist. You can still listen to the originals like
Yeah, for sure.
Anthony plays, and then you could still add your new music in there and give everybody a chance. When we talk to God, who was it, George, that we talked to that, we make core memories with this music. And this is how you do it. You listen to a song a few times, and then you're going to find yourself dancing in the kitchen, and there's your core memory. Or you're building core memory with your family. Play the music. Just let it play in the background. Show your kids the music. Like,
Yeah,
Tejano music, that's how we grew up, right? So if you
for
think
sure.
about how you learn music, that's how I learned music. It was just playing in the background all the
I mean,
time.
I can't pinpoint who said it, but it has been an ongoing point that we all talk about here. Like the first time I heard your song, even though I knew what song it was, I knew the medley. I had to hear it a couple times so I could you know, kind of grasp the sound. And of course, hearing my way I got to say it también. I've got to hear it a couple times or hear it throughout the day in my ear. And people are like, okay, you're doing that because you're trying to force yourself to find something good about it. No, I'm listening to it because it's growing on me.
Yeah,
And the more I hear the song, the more I hear different things that come out of it, and I'm able to actually know something about it when I talk to somebody. It's
you know,
one thing to talk about a song without hearing it, and it's another thing to criticize it without giving it a chance.
no, for sure. But to go back to Mary's point, like, Lucky Joe, we were talking the other night. He was like, dude, when you were a kid and your parents went to the dance, where'd you go? To the dance,
Mm-hmm.
right? And when you got tired, they put two chairs together and go to sleep,
Yep.
right? Me and mom were party, we're dancing, right?
Yep.
And now if you're not 21, you can't get into the bars, not even with your parents, right? And so that's how we grew up. We grew up in the violence with our parents, and so that's why it is important, man, that we put on more festivals so that kids can go, so that they can keep it kind of fresh in their minds too, right? And so that's very well said, right? Put on the music so your kids hear it, right? And I think when you're a kid, you're probably not gonna like it, but then you get to our age and then you appreciate it because it brings you back to when you were a kid, right?
Yeah.
Yep, and having those memories because I remember going to San Antonio every year with my parents, and we would be hitting West Texas, and we'd find our first Tejano station, and we'd hear
Yeah,
it until we couldn't hear it anymore, and then by the time we'd hit the next city and find the next Tejano, and then when we got to San Antonio, there was a little bit more variety, but I remember the songs driving into
yeah,
San Antonio, what songs were playing, and that's where that's where it starts. And I know with all the technology that we've talked about tonight, bring your kids back. Just let them hear it. Let them see the young talent. Like we talked about Zodiacal earlier. Man, they're all teenagers in that band, and we saw them on that same stage that you played on
mhm.
um, Friday. And man, they just you can't tell that they're 16-year-olds. You can tell
No,
by
for
looking
sure.
at them, but hearing on them, like no, they're unique. They're very good too.
No, for sure. Yeah, I was in awe when I saw them too, man. And they're just like I said, it's I think the new craze of music is going to be more of the conjunto sound because these kids are loving the accordion and the bajo, like they're loving it. And that's what's all over social media. That's what's all over the kids are sharing. And so I think that's going to be a little more of the craze. It'll come back to the Tejano back, right? Because it travels in phases, right? But you know, uh, that's it's very very important, man, for our kids to hear it and for our kids to know what it means to us to have this kind of music around.
Absolutely. Saludos to Adrian out there, Los Arcos Hermanos Peña in the house. Saludos, amigo. Thank you all so much for hanging out with us tonight. Any shout outs or anything you want to shout out to the people or give them some information? Maybe talk about a
Yeah,
collab. I'm just
yeah, no,
kidding.
hombre. No, hombre, no, hombre, big, un abrazo fuerte para toda la gente that's tuning in and that's showing much love and that's requesting Anthony Patterson on the radio. Like, I just cannot believe it, right? That people requesting to hear me, right?
They
Uh,
do. They do requesting for
so
you.
it's crazy, man. So un fuerte abrazo a toda la gente bonita that supports Anthony Patterson, that's asking for me to go play at your local venue in your local town. To all my family and friends, to all the musicians that helped me along the way, to all the artists, just to everybody, man. I'd be here all night giving thank yous to everybody, and to people like y'all, that give all the artists new. Uh, uh, People have been in the street for years, giving them an outlook just to be able so people get to know them as well too, right? Y'all are very, very crucial, very, very important as well. So big thank you to everybody.
Absolutely. Let me just make sure I got all the comments. Make sure I didn't miss anybody. Saludos to Colorado, Florida. I think we had someone in Washington in here earlier. So saludos to everybody in the Crystal City, Carizo Springs, San Antonio, Dallas, Houston areas, and everywhere in between. Thank you guys so much for supporting Sirius Tejano. Again, what Joe with Sirius Tejano is doing for the Carizo Springs, Crystal City area is amazing. So please be following Sirius Tejano. Follow Let's Talk Tejano, follow Anthony Patterson, especially on all the music media platforms. And once they get that, website running, they'll have merchandise available. But for now, you can message them here on social media if you're interested in booking. I don't know if your number is out there or how you want to handle that. But I definitely appreciate all the support that everyone's given Sirius Tejano and Anthony. Like I said, from the moment that we played your song, I was like, man, this is good. I was like, I can't wait. I can't wait for your album. So we're
Thank
definitely
you.
looking forward to that.
Yeah, once again, man, thank you all. Thank you to everybody that keeps supporting Anthony Patterson. Thanks all. Thank you to Ron Hoover, for supporting Anthony and and supporting Tejano music and keeping the onda going. And to everybody, the TikTok DJs, the radio station DJs, FM, TikTok, uh, Facebook. I mean, everybody that's doing their part to keep the music going, man. Big thank you to everybody.
Lubbock, Texas. Sorry, Crispy, I forgot about Lubbock. Saludos to Lubbock, Texas, and Fuerza Imparable, Los Arcos Hermanos Peña. Saludos to everybody hanging out.
What's up,
Anthony,
Adrian?
go ahead, George.
No, I was saying what's up to Adrian. He's down there as well.
Yeah, Adrian Los Arcos. All right. Well, we definitely appreciate your time tonight. I know you have a storm out there, and we've had a few technical difficulties. I'm gonna
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm gonna blame April first. We're not gonna do April Fools pranks anymore on y'all. But thank you to everybody that hung out on TikTok, Facebook, YouTube. If you're rewatching this, please go stream Anthony Patterson music. He's the only Anthony Patterson out there. And be looking out for his album. If you turn in your notifications on for the music, like on Amazon, whenever a song is released, I get notified. It'll say so and so released a new song. So go turn on your notifications because you're not going to want to miss that album. He's already kind of gave us a little bit of preview of what kind of music is going to be on there. And then looking into the next album, you guys may have convinced him to do a country song, which we're definitely all in favor of hearing you sing a country song.
Nice, nice. So I'll do some considerations for sure.
Absolutely. Well, I'm gonna say goodnight, George. You have any final words for Anthony? I appreciate your time, Anthony. It's always a good
Thank you.
time,
Appreciate
and
y'all.
I'm so glad we got to see you live. Like, it was. George was like, look. I'm like running up there, like I couldn't get there
I
fast enough.
saw you. I just saw him like she disappeared. She just appeared out of nowhere.
I was on.
She was on the other side. She clicked her heels and ended up right there front stage and center, man.
When I'm on a mission, I'm on a mission.
No, dude, I appreciate the time, man. Awesome talking to you again. Keep us in the loop on your projects, man.
Cool, man. I sure
More
will,
than
man.
happy to support you, and thank you for sharing your art with us, dude.
No, well, thank y'all for letting me air my heart, man. Appreciate it, man. So, hey, good night, guys, man. Thank you for y'all's time. Thank you to everybody tuning in, man. Thank you to all the support, man. I'm so humbled and I'm so blessed to have everybody that supported me for sure.
Absolutely. Well, have a great rest of your evening. Happy
All right,
Easter. And to you and your wife, thank you
happy
guys so much.
Easter's.
Yes, happy Easters.
All
Have
right,
a good night. Thank you.
good night, good night. Bye.
Always such a great time with Anthony, and I learned some stuff. I don't know about you, George, but I learned some stuff tonight too.
I did. He
Always
sells
a good
RVs.
time.
He sells RVs.
He sells RVs. Hello, Quez. Saludos. Happy Easter. Hilda, thank you so much for supporting us tonight. Big saludos to Hilda. Hope you all are following Hilda. Go follow my friend Quez out there, another talented artist out there. Saludos to Eric. Thank you so much. Terry, Leslie, thank you for holding it down in the comments and TikTok and here on Facebook. We appreciate you all. And Grupo Entrego, saludos to Grupo Entrego. I know they're in there and they want to work with Anthony as well. If there's any other artists that want to work with Anthony, he's definitely open to working with some collaborations. So just go message him. They're going to be releasing some merchandise soon, as well as an album coming up, and I'm so excited to hear his album. It is it's gonna be jam packed with lots of good music, some originals
Yeah.
that was written for him. So I'm excited,
I definitely can't wait to hear that one. You know, obviously,
right?
I'm looking forward to the whole album as well, like you, but definitely the original.
Hmm.
I'm
Absolutely.
looking
This is
forward
written
to
by
it.
Jesse Turner.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to see how they work that one out. Appreciate everybody being in here. Eric Ramos, I appreciate your support, brother. Appreciate it.
We're gonna have to interview Eric soon because I mean
Yeah,
he's like our number one right there.
yeah,
Besides,
he is.
Terry and Leslie, Eric he shot right up in there. We definitely appreciate it, but be on the lookout. I hope you all are following Sirius Tejano. Again, thank you, Joe, for letting us hang out with you all. We have more amazing interviews. Saludos to Kelly D and Hilda and everyone. DJ Elite every Friday. He's live on Sirius Tejano on Live 365 from 12 to 2. I'm live every Saturday and Sunday from 9 to 11. And I hope you guys enjoyed the interview. If there's anyone that you would like to see us interview, or Kelly or Hilda, let Joe know, and we'll see what we can do for you all. But Joe, hi Joe, George, do you have any words?
Yeah, I just want to make an announcement now. I know we talked about we're going to make it after the show, but I will be taking a leave of absence for a couple months.
No, you're
And
not.
yeah, April Fools.
You're fired.
Sorry, April Fools. I was trying to drag it out, and she completely ruined my April Fool's joke.
You can't scare me like that. We got a whole calendar. You're not. We're not doing that.
That was no fun.
You could have said I'm gonna quit drinking. I may have believed that one.
Shit. Yeah, okay. I'll quit breathing before I do that.
But I hope you're following Let's Talk Tejano on TikTok, here on Facebook, as well as Sirius. And go to SiriusTejano.com. A lot of information on there, especially Joe and everything he's doing for Crystal City, Crystal Springs area. I can't say it enough. How proud I am to have a partnership with Sirius Tejano. It's almost been a year that we've been working together, and so it's only gotten better throughout this last year, and everything that Joe has done for the show and everything that we have brought to the table. I hope we can make you proud, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your Easter week. Um, that's all I got tonight. That's all I got tonight.
Yeah, just throwing it out there. Mary be on Saturday, and well, I don't know if you're gonna be on Sunday, right? You're
I don't
not,
know that
right?
I'll be on this weekend because
Oh,
of
okay.
Easter weekend. So I might try and pre-record something, so you have something playing for your gatherings and whatnot.
Right.
But we'll see how far we can get with that. We have a couple interviews, so it's been a hectic week.
Well, I'm too old to be looking for Easter eggs, so I might come on Sunday. Unless my wife hides the beers for me in the yard for me to go look for, and then I'll take my
Go
little
hunt.
basket
Oh,
and
that'd be
dress up
fun.
with
You
me.
should do that and go live and let us watch you do that.
That would be awesome.
That
Knowing
would
her,
be
she'll
fun.
probably put one in the tile, but it's okay. But
In the pool. Isn't George DJing? He DJs on Let's Talk to Hano Radio. But All right, y'all. Well, thank you all for joining us. Thank you for supporting Anthony Patterson. Go find him on all the social medias. Request, download, and stream his newest song, No Digas No. It's a great cumbia. Add it to your playlist. When you're with your family this weekend, show them who Anthony Patterson is. I hope you guys have a great rest of your evening. Big saludos to everybody hanging out. Serious Tejano, thank you for having us this evening. Have a great rest of your evening, and good night.
Remember, leave of absence starting right now.
No, I denied.